Qigong for ascension, or movement for ascension. So we're going to do some basic stuff today for when you're feeling tired. So starting with just some little points that you can use on your hands and from releasing emotions. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, as I've been saying. So moving the hands together. You might have seen people before they give Reiki or healing or energy work, rubbing their hands, feeling the friction, feeling the movement, and giving it a little shake. Put your hands together like this and put this hand, look at where your thumb reaches on your wrist. Really simple way to measure where the point is. It's literally on this part of your hand on both sides. So on the other side it will be here. And these points are great for releasing emotion. So if you're feeling slightly emotional, you can just give that a little massage. You can do it anywhere. You can do it sitting down. So we're going to do that for a few seconds, just gently circulating that area, or just press and release, press and release. Keep an eye on the time. And then the same on the opposite side. Give it a shake. Then coming where the hand in makes like a little L with the thumb out, just coming into here and massaging this little point there. So you can do this with the eyes closed. You can do it while you're just sitting. You can do it taking a break from the computer. These are also great for immunity points. Just flicking off each of the fingers as if you're pulling your rings off. Don't pull your rings off. Give them a little shake. And then coming between each of the fingers, so between the thumb and forefinger, just up here, just giving these points here a little massage. And the same, these might be a little bit tender. And doing that on both sides. So starting with the thumb one. So where the joints of the fingers, where they're coming right into where they meet. And again on the other side, just between the knuckles. And here. And shake. We can do some on the points on the face. Now you can add this. I did a little little demonstration, something I've introduced into my routine, and I'm not saying go out and buy, but is a geisha tool. So I'm all about habit stacking, and it was what I spoke about on Wellness Wednesday this week. Now I haven't put my cream on, so I'm going to do this to show you quickly. And we're not going to do the whole routine, but I'm just going to do a little bit of what I would do. So whatever oil, whatever face cream you use in the morning, if you add in your routine for whatever you do existingly, you want to add these little points into what you do already. So you saw how quickly I did this. You might have an oil. You might have seen one of these or one of these. Ancient Chinese technique for like face care. But we work with the Qigong points. So I'm not going to do the whole routine. If you check out the video on my Instagram, I go over it roughly. But we're just going to, actually we do the neck first. I'm going to come up and just, I'll do that one because I haven't done it today. And you can do that on both sides. And you would normally do this 5 to 10 times, but I'm just kind of rushing through this a little bit because you can watch the other video. When I get to this point, I'm going up the chin and around and down, up round, flick, up, round, flick. So if you're not using a tool and you haven't got two, don't go out and buy one. You just use 2 fingers, go up, round, down, and flick, up, round, down, flick. You can do this at the same time. This is great for immunity, a tracing part of the meridian. And then we're going to move to this one because I'm going to keep it nice and short and under 10 minutes. Just here, the bridge of the nose, another point that you might use your like roly along here. So if you have got the tool, you look up. Actually, we'll do this one first. And the bone here, you just gently massage and gently roll over the eyes. Really nice. If you've got a headache. Okay, but just for added, so you can just do that with the fingers like this. Used to teach you in skincare if you suffer with puffy eyes, but touch your fingers gently onto that bone, close the eyes and look up inside and just gently back and forth, give it a little massage. And come up to where I started here, and again then massaging here. You can do that and come down the nose and flick off. Or you can give it a nice little massage. So if you've got a cold or blocked sinuses, you go one way and then circle the other. It feels really nice if you've got any kind of cold. You naturally do these things, I think. Right, then from here, take the fingers at both either side of the eyebrow and go round in a figure of 8. And across, flick, across, flick, and think of smoothing out the skin, energetically speaking, and then take that into what we call the crown pull. Opening. And the next move I learned from Alice from my Healthy Habits Club, was the first time I did it, but it is actually one that we do in Qigong. So popping your hand, doesn't matter which one, we're swapping a second, one in forehead, one behind, and just breathe. Tuning in, connecting, settling down, allowing your third eye energy to connect with the hand, the palm. We've opened all those meridians. We're just connecting to this now moment. If those stuff that I've been speaking of is too esoteric, just think of it as terms of visualizing with image therapy between your hands, swirling light. Take a deep breath in and out, and again, and this time as you breathe in, swap hands over. Calm. Taking your fingers, hopefully you did use an oil, that there's not too much, being in mind. We're just going to run the fingers through the dragon, running through the hair, and just flick. So if you're waking up and you're feeling a lethargy, these ones for the head are good because you're dealing with cranial. So when you're moving, after running our fingers through the dragon, start to tap. This is called cranial tapping. And just gently give it a little tap on the forehead. Gently, 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 like raindrops. And I like to add into this, if anyone's received Reiki and they can feel energy, it sometimes feels like gentle rain just falling down over your head when you feel it flowing. So I try and imagine that happening at the same time. So you want the same sort of sensation. Moving then to behind. Let's see if we can do this. Keeping an eye on the time. So run your fingers through. I've got long hair, so it's hard for you to see. Basically, I want you to, this finger here goes on this one, and we just flick like this. But you can do it closer to the head, or so you can see me. like a drum beat, cradle. Laying with this bit on this bone, and gently coming down and cupping the neck. And just hold and gently tease the back of the neck with the fingers like we did with the forehead, coming down and under the chin. Backs of the hands come together and come down. And just, you can do this standing, sitting, your fingers on your hips, and just feel the breath in, breath out. Feel where any of the energy needs more. So for me, I can feel my shoulder, do some shoulder rolls, open, expanding the chest, some of the things we did yesterday. Breathe in, breathe out. Or breathe in, breathe out, whatever you're needing. And relaxing down. And slowly coming back. It's just little bits that you can do. And I try to deliberately keep it. So if you're feeling really the lethargy and feeling really tired, all of those things are stuff you can do sitting in bed, sitting on the sofa, just to bring a little bit back. And then if you want to get a little bit of energy going, if you just start at the base of the back, the spine, and gently knocking up here on this part here. And then you can get your weight chi going with some slapping. But thank you for joining me. I will see you again tomorrow. I'm Teresa Jande from Love Authentic Me, or Tree Heart Art Design Authentic. Thank you. This is day 4 of our 30 days of Qigong. If you find the list on this channel that you're viewing on, there are day 1, 2 and 3, and I will be continuing to be doing this for the next 30 days. So whether you're viewing this in the now moment live, or whether you're viewing this later on down the line, it doesn't matter. If you find one of these videos out of the challenge and you want to repeat that, that's fine. And if you want a little bit more, then please come along and join me in my Telegram group, where we do an hour session every morning. You can sign up to be a Patreon members and get the recordings of that if you can't join me live at 6:30 a.m. There are some pinned workouts there though, for you to try and have a go. And generally it's about an hour from 6:30 till 7:30. We do some breath work, we do more movements and flowing Qigong. For example, this morning at the end I did a little reading, bit different each time. Sometimes we do some breath work on a more depth, like breath of more yogic breath and Kundalini breathing. Whatever's needed, whatever feels right for the energy of that day. Love and blessings. Thank you for your time. Please like and share this with anyone you think would benefit.